Hello everyone, welcome to the final walkthrough video for our Technology and Court Cases and Society Outline Organizer. Today I'm going to talk to you and walk you through how to write a conclusion paragraph, which in my opinion, think this is the easiest paragraph to write out of any in any academic essays. So I like to say this one for last, simply because if you have already written your body paragraphs and your introduction paragraph, see previous videos, then your conclusion paragraph is basically restating or summarizing different aspects of what you've already written. So let's go ahead and get started. The first sentence of your conclusion paragraph means you need to restate your thesis, all right? Now, how you do that, again, this is the golden goose. Anytime someone ever says restate your thesis in your conclusion, okay, you're going to hear that a lot. Please don't just copy and paste your thesis statement from your first paragraph to the last paragraph, okay? That's not what they mean. They're going to try and say things like reword it or rework it or, get it to, summarize. That's too difficult. The best way to do it is to turn your thesis statement, if you scroll up, okay, this right here already is an ICDC. Okay, if you wrote this correctly and you used the word because is an awubis. So if you did this correctly the first time, it's already in the format of an ICDC. The drinking age in the United States should be raised to 25 years old. There's your independent clause. Because, here's my dependent clause. It will dramatically reduce teen drinking and driving, and it will eliminate illegal purchasing for minors. So there's my dependent clause. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this independent clause followed by a dependent clause. Okay, I'm going to Control C, copy. Okay, I'm going to come down here, Control V. All right, now I can literally take my dependent clause, Control X is to cut it, Control V, put it at the beginning. Now see how all messed up this looks? Right, this is real easy. Just make it look better. Put it in like a regular sentence format, okay? That's also incorrect, right? So I need a comma because DC, comma, IC. I'm lowercasing the first letter because it's not the beginning of a sentence anymore. Because is at the beginning, so I'm going to capitalize it. Now I have a DC, comma, IC. See how I took work that I've already done and I've flipped it around, which is still grammatically correct, which is still technically restating your thesis. Because it will dramatically reduce teen drinking and driving, it will eliminate illegal purchasing for minors. The drinking age in the United States should be raised to 25 years old. I'm proofreading, period. There you go. Boom. There's your first sentence of your conclusion, already done. Now we need to summarize your topic sentences, right? So here it says all three. That's when I had people write 3 body paragraphs, so you will only have to do 2. So go to the first sentence of each body paragraph, all right? So here we go. I have a DC, comma, IC for this first body paragraph, all right? Because driving accidents are the highest cause of death amongst teens, comma, the drinking age should be raised to 25 years of age. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to flip this one around, okay? So all you're doing is you're taking the main points of your essay, your thesis statement, your topic sentences, and then you're going to, your final explanation we'll get to here in a second. So I have 1 sentence, I have 2 sentences, I want to flip this around, all right? If you have, if you started with an independent clause, then a dependent clause, then you can flip that around. If you started with a phrase, right? This is where all of that grammar learning comes into play here. This is where you need to be able to understand how to manipulate independent clauses, dependent clauses, phrases, etc. So you're not just literally repeating each sentence, okay? That gets repetitive, and that's not good in any essay, all right? So here you go. I'm going to take this. I'm going to hit Control X. That cuts it. I'm going to hit Control V. Now this is all incorrect, right? I need to go through. I need to capitalize this because it's an ICDC. I do not need a comma. Because should not be capitalized. Here you go. Period at the end of the sentence. The drinking age should be raised to 25 years of age because driving accidents are the best. Sorry, I got interrupted by an announcement. So what I have here is I have the first topic sentence in my first body paragraph. Then I want to go with the first sentence of my second body paragraph. Okay, Control C. Okay, all I'm doing, again, if you've already done this work, this becomes very easy. If you have not, then you've got some work to do. Okay, I don't want this highlighted anymore. Okay, I don't need this bold anymore. All right. So again, I literally don't want to repeat this second sentence. Okay, I don't want to repeat this. So what can I do? I can take this. I can delete the counter argument. I can say, if the population of illegal purchasers decreases dramatically, comma, because that's a dependent clause, if the population of legal purchasers decreases dramatically, many young lives will be saved. Okay, so again, I'm just taking my topic sentence and I'm reworking it, so I'm not literally copying and pasting and repeating myself. All right, so let's focus on this most difficult part, okay? The most difficult part of this final paragraph is, why should society care, okay? This is where you need to give me 2 or 3 sentences, all right? This is the most difficult part, because this is the culmination of your entire essay. Why should the reader care about your argument? Why should we care? So why should we care if Alexa listens to us? Why should we care if teens are out driving, trying to drive as fast as they can because they're on Snapchat trying to impress their friends? Why should we care? All of those things, right? This is the time where you have to answer the relevance question. So you've made your argument, right? You've made your thesis statement, you've given points, you've given statistics. Okay, that's all great. Now explain to your reader why it matters. Why does it matter? Who cares? This is where you need to do that. So here we go. The last couple sentences here. Why should modern society care? What important lessons can we learn today from the analysis of this text? Society has been greatly impacted by the fascination with alcohol by young people. Again, I'm just flying off the top of my head here. Many lives have been lost to careless and illegal activities that can easily, right? So now is where I try to make this pathos argument of lives are being lost. You should care because young people are losing their lives at a clip that cannot be sustained, right? Heartbreak, tragedy. These are careless mistakes that as people who have influence and votes, this is where we need to focus our energy, right? So that's the last couple of sentences. I'm just going to stop there. I'm not going to waste your time typing this fake essay. But this is where you answer these 2 questions, right? Why should society care? Okay? Try to avoid cliches like everybody always wants to somehow gravitate back towards world peace. What do you mean world peace? If we destroy all the Alexas, we'll have world peace? No. Everybody wants to, a lot of people gravitate towards, if we can come together and get over this addiction to Alexa, we can all get along. No, we won't. Right, so these cliched endings of like world peace and getting along, and that's not that it makes you sound ignorant. Okay, so don't go to those like traditional like, and I think we can achieve world peace. No, we can't. Okay. The last part here, all I want you to do is that if you use multiple texts, we're not going to use the easy bib add-on. If we were in class, we could do this, but I'm not going to have you do this today. This final box, the works cited, I just want you to, especially if you used multiple authors, whichever articles you used, okay, author name, first and last, okay, first and last, publication, so who do they work for, and the link to the article, All right, so that's all I'm going to have you do today. When we write a more formal essay after Julius Caesar, we'll work on your works cited, but I'm not going to have you do that online, okay? The last thing I wanted to go over is this. Before you submit, please understand that if I see any of these things, I'm sending it back. So if you are everybody wants a checklist. I'm a checklist person. I like lists, okay? If you go through your essay and you don't capitalize names, you use the author's first name alone. If you use you, the first thing I do, guys, is that when I open up your Google Doc, I hit Control F. Okay, I hit Control F, and then I type in you. And it's going to show me how many times you use the word you, okay? So that's when I scroll through, and if you said things like, you know, you shouldn't have Alexa in your house because, whoa, don't tell your reader what to do, right? So again, I'm looking in your paragraphs. Did you use you? If you did, right, that's young, right? So I'm not going to send it back for that, okay? But if you use you once, it's going back. We need to break this habit. So go through and check these off, okay? Article titles, the only thing I would say that's different is that the article titles need to be in quotations, not italics. Okay, article titles get quotes. Longer things like novels and movies go in italics. Okay, if you have questions, please ask. Other than that, go ahead and get started.